A shocking development has unfolded in the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas, with Israel receiving the remains of 2 individuals that Hamas claims are hostages. This news has sparked intense debate and controversy, leaving many questions unanswered. The Israeli Prime Minister's office confirmed that the bodies were transferred via the Red Cross to Israeli forces, a move that has caused an uproar in Israel. The terms of the recent ceasefire deal explicitly stated that all hostages, living or deceased, should be released from Gaza. However, Hamas has faced challenges in locating the remaining bodies, claiming that the rubble left behind by Israeli airstrikes makes the search extremely difficult. In response, the Israeli government has ordered the vital Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt to remain closed until further notice. A reopening of this crossing, which is crucial for Palestinians seeking medical assistance and for thousands of others to return home, will be contingent upon the return of all hostage remains and the full implementation of the ceasefire agreement. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, have emphasized that Hamas must uphold the agreement and take the necessary steps to return all hostages. However, the U.S. has downplayed the delay, with President Donald Trump claiming the ceasefire deal as a significant victory during his visit to Israel and Egypt last week. The text of the deal remains unpublished, but a leaked version suggests that it accounts for the possibility of not all bodies being immediately accessible. This has led to speculation and differing opinions on whether the delay constitutes a breach of the agreement. Hamas blames Israel for creating obstacles, citing the destruction of many buildings in Gaza due to airstrikes and Israel's restriction on heavy machinery entering the territory. The UN humanitarian chief, Tom Fletcher, described the Gaza Strip as a wasteland, with people desperately searching through the rubble for bodies and trying to locate their homes, many of which have been reduced to flattened ruins. As part of the U.S.-brokered ceasefire deal, Hamas also returned all 20 living hostages to Israel. The IDF confirmed the identity of the 10th deceased hostage, Eliyahu Margalit, whose body was recovered from the Nir Oz kibbutz after he was killed on October 7, 2023. In addition to the hostage situation, Israel has released 250 Palestinian prisoners and 1,718 detainees from Gaza as part of the agreement. Meanwhile, the Hamas-run health ministry reported that 15 Palestinian bodies were handed over by Israel to officials in Gaza on Saturday, bringing the total numbers bodies received to 135. Tragically, a separate incident on Saturday resulted in the deaths of 11 members of a Palestinian family when an Israeli tank shell struck their bus. This was the deadliest single incident involving Israeli soldiers in Gaza since the start of the ceasefire. The Israeli military claimed that soldiers fired at a suspicious vehicle that crossed the unmarked yellow line, demarcating the area still occupied by Israeli forces in Gaza. The exact coordinates of the incident remain unclear, and the BBC has requested this information from the IDF. The Israeli military's campaign in Gaza was launched in response to the October 7, 2023 attack in which Hamas-led gunmen killed approximately 1,200 people in southern Israel and took 251 others hostage. Since then, at least 68,000 people have been killed by Israeli attacks in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, whose figures are considered reliable by the UN. In September, a UN commission of inquiry accused Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. Israel vehemently rejected this report, labeling it as distorted and false. This complex and emotional situation leaves many questions unanswered and highlights the ongoing tensions and challenges faced by both sides. What are your thoughts on this controversial issue? Feel free to share your opinions and engage in a respectful discussion in the comments section.